Hello guys, welcome back. Sathona here. This is the Daily Grind. This is Saint Seiya Awakening, the Knights of the Zodiac. Well, I'm going to talk today about Master Dohko Training Ground. This is a very neat feature in the game that allows you to accumulate energy while you are not playing, but there is a trick. For starters, you have to level this up to gain access to different prices at different levels. These are for the training ground level, not your account. So in order to access the whole lot, you have to reach at least activity level 35 for the Master Dohko training. How do you do that? Well, you come here to your daily missions, and where you have activity, whenever you perform this, the number that is next to the mission, like for example here, share the phone, activity plus 10, having a shared purpose, activity plus 10, make a stamina purchase, activity 20, complete Trails of Athena one time, activity 15, and so on and so forth. They give you that activity for the training ground. And when you reach the specified number, in this case I still have to gather 90 more activity points, then you level up. You click on the button and then your level of activity goes up by 1. And this gives you, this is, instead of leveling your account, using the training ground allows you to store more energy. Here your maximum energy for your account is tied to this. And then there is this special box that also stores energy with this condition: your normal energy has to be over the limit, and then it's going to convert some of that energy and it's going to store it for you. So in the starting levels, when you're a newbie, this is not very helpful. But for example, I have reached level 40 something in the Chinese version, and I can store every day 180 extra energy here. And since I am way over my limit, I have stored around 2,000 stamina in my Chinese account. 80% of that extra stamina goes into the box. So this thing fills up more or less every 5 to 6 hours. And I don't have to buy energy anymore unless I run heavy grinding for a day and I go below my maximum level. Then I have to buy a couple of stamina packages so it can start storing energy again. So don't worry if because I've seen this commented in Reddit, in YouTube, in Facebook. People are complaining that storing stamina, the gathering energy to do everything is very expensive and it's very hard. It is if you try to power level when you're a newbie. This game actually becomes easier the higher level you are. When you reach your account level 35, then you can consider the game as already started. Maximum level is currently 60, and they're going to up that level to 70 in the future. So keep that in mind when you're working. Right now, what I do every day is it's buy a couple of packages of Athena's Blazing. They are going to become free in the future. So don't worry about that. You make enough gems every day to pay for those 2 packages. And then you have to keep an eye out for these daily stamina claim times because Jacob is going to give you also 120 energy for free every day. And if you live in the United States or in America, Central Time, I live in Mexico, so I'm on Central Time of the United States. It's exactly 12 hours behind the Singapore server. So the time it says here, 17:30 to 20:30, that's 5:30 in the afternoon, between 5:30 and 8:30 in the afternoon. There's going to be another release. That means that's in between 5:30 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. for the American continent. If you live eastern side, I think that's 1 hour before. No, one or 2 hours later. Also for Argentina and Brazil, I believe. And if you live Western California, then it's 2 hours before. And if you live Pacific, that's 4 hours, like Hawaii and I think Alaska. That's 4 hours before the time that the server is showing. So keep that in mind when timing your stuff. For example, my Legion, the Legion boss, I had to set it up to spawn at 10 a.m. so we get them at 10 p.m. at night. And that's the earliest that can be changed. So there's that for the energy management. So you will have energy every time. Also, when you complete your training ground, your train hall, when you complete the 9 fights, you get 20 extra energy. So for example, I have 18 scrolls saved up for this game mode, so I can get 40 free stamina every day. 40. And if you have Pope Treasure scrolls here, which you get from the giant ruins, the dimensional stuff over here, epic ruins, dimension, and titans, you sometimes get scrolls, and also every day you get 3 scrolls just from doing your dailies. Each of those scrolls awards you 10 stamina points, and they have no limit. You can store hundreds of the things, and later on, when you have extra energy to spend, you're always going to have extra Pope Treasure. And certain events like this today, there's going to be PvP duel. The higher your account level, the better events for the day you're going to get. I know they gave scrolls for today. Maybe in the level pack. Or I already completed them. But you can get, sorry, you can get extra scrolls from doing these quests. So keep an eye for that. Keep an eye open for that. Well, that's the video for today. If you have any question, any doubt, leave a comment below. I will answer you as soon as possible with to the best of my knowledge, considering that I'm playing the Chinese version of this game, and that's been out for 8 months already. So there is a lot of stuff coming out. So don't worry too much if you don't have the 12 saints, the 12 gold saints yet. It's going to come in time. When I started out, I started with just, I think Leo, Thorus, and a lot of B cards, and I managed to do well. In fact, I'm going, uh, for example, in the Saint Arena, I'm currently 450, but I'm not trying very hard every day because I'm doing this. Well, I'm on Platinum. Uh, I'm trying to reach just Diamond because of the gem payoff every day. And on Galactic Duel, earlier today I was top 100, but I don't know if I'm still there. And I'm going to start uploading videos now that I have a control composition for Galactic Duels. So if you want to see those, or if you want me to test a particular, well, I'm 108 right now in Gold 1 and about to rank to Platinum. And that's using, where's the share button? Share. And that's using this composition for the live PvP. So you can do well being a free player. Of course, if you invest money in the game, you are going to access certain stuff faster. But you don't really need big characters, S cards, to do well in this game. So that's a video right now. If you have any doubts, if you have questions about team compositions or the viability of certain characters, feel free to drop a comment below, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, click on the little bell so you get a notification when I upload new content, and we'll be seeing each other next time. In the meantime, keep grinding on.